Welcome to the Clean to Build micro app. This application helps supply chain and operations teams link together parts, products, build schedules, and demand coverage into one live system. It gives you a clear view of what you can build, when you can build it, and what risks might prevent production. With this app, you can balance supply and demand, reduce shortages, and plan confidently across your manufacturing network. When you first open the app, it comes loaded with sample data. You can explore that to see how the workflows operate. For this walkthrough, we'll clear the sample data and work on our own. The setup follows a guided 7-step process. Tab 1 is for uploading your parts and products. Tab 2 is for building the bill of materials. Tab 3 is where you create the build schedule. Tab 4 manages inventory and purchase orders. Tab 5 is demand review. Tab 6 runs coverage analysis. And Tab 7 is what-if scenarios. Let's begin with Tab 1, that is, parts and products. This section has two sub-tabs: Add Parts and Add Products. Here, we upload all the items that go into your finished goods, as well as the finished goods themselves. For each one, you can open a 360-degree view to see its details, usage, and cost. Next, the bill of materials. This is where we define how products are built. Select a product, add components, and visualize the structure in a hierarchical tree. Each node can be a part or a subassembly. Once saved, the system links the product to all of its inputs. Step 3 is the build schedule. Here, we create a rolling 12-week schedule, starting from the current week. We can set production targets for each product, adjust by week, and see how demand aligns with available supply. Tab 4 is Manage Inventory. There are two sub-tabs here, one for purchase orders and one for stock. Together, they track both incoming material and what's already on hand for every part and product. Tab 5 is Review Demand. This page shows demand patterns and how they compare with current stock levels. You can see where demand exceeds supply, where you have coverage, and where shortages are likely to appear. Tab 6 is Analyze Coverage. It begins with data validation, where the system checks for missing or mismatched records. Once validated, the coverage analysis gives you a forward-looking view of weekly inventory coverage, highlighting stock-out risks before they happen. Finally, Tab 7 is What-If Analysis. Here, you can model build schedule changes and see their impact on coverage. We'll start with a baseline scenario. It shows expected production, available inventory, and risk levels across the next 12 weeks. Now let's make two changes in our updated scenario. First, we'll increase production of high-demand products in weeks 40 through 42 by 10%. Second, we'll adjust lead times for electronic components for the same range of weeks, increasing them by 20%. The system recalculates instantly. Comparing this scenario against the baseline, we can see how the added production creates pressure on certain categories, while longer lead times create new risks in the supply chain. This allows you to test different options before making changes to the real plan. And that completes the walkthrough. With the Clean to Build micro app, you can manage your parts and products, set weekly production schedules, validate your data, and model scenarios, giving your team the confidence to deliver on time with fewer surprises.